Bill Maher, good friend of mine and yours, Dana, has a great show, a lot of opinions, talks about a lot of interesting things. And one thing on a side note I didn't tell him is a lot of times on Twitter, they have just snippets of the show from the night before.
Yeah.
And so I get to watch little chunks if I do miss it. And that's kind of a plus because I get to see a little snip of like, here's what he thought about this. Here's an interview with this. So, but great time. All just bunch of comedians cracking up again, as usual. I like that.
A lot of laughs in this one, and he talks about his early days a little bit, stuff like that. And we talk about the Golden Globes.
Oh yeah, we did get
which
into the
we're
Golden
just on. And Bill always has something interesting to say. And he talks about honesty is sort of his superpower. He's very, he's blunt. But I was on his show in the 90s a bunch of times, Politically Incorrect. I haven't been on Real Time as much, but we've known him a long time. We, meaning comedians, all know each other from the Improv and Comedy Store. Go back.
He's had basically the same job since 1993. It's unbelievable.
I don't know how much time off, but basically it's just a connected thing.
It's a straight run of a hit show.
Yeah.
And, just whatever version of it, but it's all about the same version. It's bananas. And he's been up for 40 Emmys. That's how we put
40 Emmy nominations is an achievement in itself.
Yeah, crazy.
And that's extraordinary. And he talks. He was going to be a sitcom actor. We talk about that in the 80s, and then how he evolved as a comic, and then we just goof around and do a lot of stuff. I did a few Dennis Miller impressions, which he loves.
Always a hit, always a home run. I tried to ask a real question toward the end, and he made fun of me. So remember that. He goes, "Who wrote that question?" I go, "Bill, I'm a journalist."
That sounds like a producer. And then Greg was turning bright red. I could see in the.
It wasn't. I was just wanting to say, God, you say so much shit on your show. What could they? Do they ever just say, "Stay away from that"? Because a lot of these talk shows are like, "Do not talk about this. Do not talk about that."
He's got a pretty big leash, but there's a couple times certain things got a little controversial. You guys can look it up.
Spanked.
You can look it up.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's let him hear it. We had a really good time with Bill Maher.
Bill Maher.
Which one is Jason Bateman?
You're our third. This is when Club Random and this one goes under. This is our podcast. So let's get our chemistry together now.
That would be awesome. Okay, we're on, because I don't like to waste any of my charm talking to you guys when we're not actually on.
We're recording. Everything's recorded. And this,
okay,
dude,
great.
I do phoner interviews, Bill, just for this part of it. And then they go, "Hey, Zoo Crew," and I go, "Okay." They go, "How you been, Dan? How you been, David? You got a big show coming up?" And I go, "Yeah." And they go, "First time in Denver?" And I go, "No, I've been there." And they're like, "Honk, honk." And then they go, and then after I'm exhausted, they go, "Okay, we're going to put you on in about 2 minminutes. We're going to patch you in."
I know.
Wait, this isn't it? What the fuck's going on?
And then you hear them talking about you. It's very creepy. I don't like. You love doing morning radio during your early days, right, Bill?
Early days, yeah, very early. I haven't done that. I mean, that's one thing.
Been a while.
I have on my list of things. wait. I have a list because I'm not. I just did probably my last stand-up show.
Impossible.
And that's no. That's my special.
I know. Is anyone else
to
seeing this on HBO this Friday? Because we're out Wednesday.
Yeah. Okay. So, but among the things that I will not miss is the interview with Fart Man and Asshole Jack. Right.
Fart Man, that was Howard Stern.
Well, whatever,
okay. I know.
Yeah.
Tommy and the Bull. There was always a guy and an animal. Tommy and the Bull.
Right. I mean, David Spade is much more of a warrior than I am. I mean, he will still do that and do any sort of show anywhere. I mean, he'll do it outside for
parking garages.
He's just amazing.
Yeah, because my manager's name is Mark Gervitz.
Yeah, mine
makes us all go.
I think it's a nice little run.
Spade likes money.
Yeah.
Dana doesn't like money.
Well, It doesn't make me do it, and they're not making me do it anymore. I mean, I will miss it and I love it, but there's a time. It's better to leave a party a little early than a little late, I feel.
Yeah.
And that's among the things I will not miss. It's that those talking to. I mean, I've done many newspaper interviews, but who the fuck reads a newspaper anymore? With people who are actually quite bright and pleasant to talk to. But the morning zoo guys, no, that's just outrageous.
What's the main thing they would ask you that was would be annoying or assume something about you? The real Bill Maher.
That I have a thing for black women or something like
That's
that.
insane.
Well,
It's a little personal.
Who doesn't?
Of course, I love every woman. It's ridiculous to say I have some sort of fetish, but they're not interested in the things I'm interested in, which are, politics and what's really going on and something with a little intellectual nutrition to it. They want to talk about stupid shit like that.
Nutrition.
So, yeah.
They go, Bill, when you get on the phone, you're going to hear a robot voice. That's our sidekick. You're going to hear a parakeet. And then you're going to hear Bobo. He's in for Zip Zip.
He's an animatronic monkey. Don't be alarmed. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I've done it all.
Yeah.
Oh.
We were just saying that some of these corporate gigs are kind of fun because you go out there. They're not super fun, but
they can be okay.
They can be okay. I think we all do those. And
no.
You don't do those anymore?
Again, may I reiterate, you're such more of a warrior than I am. You'll do anything. I'll do only. I get offered these corporate gigs, and I've been there. It's true. I've been there enough to know what the problem is. There's corporations, right? And they have a corporate mentality, which I do not. Okay, so right away, the premises are not going to please them. I'm a pot-smoking atheist. I'm just wrong to begin with for this crowd. So if they don't love the premise, they're probably not going to like the joke. Now, there's some stuff, especially in the last 5-10 years, when the left has gone off the deep end, that I do plenty of stuff that will make conservatives laugh because the left deserves it also now. But corporate gigs, I remember when I did a few of them. Here's the problem. Somebody on the entertainment committee is my fan. So they're like, let's get Bill Maher here. Everybody will love him. Well, everybody won't love him in the company. You do. And you think everybody in the company is so fucking hip. They always, when I say no, oh no, our company is different. No, it's not. You think your company is different and it's full of a bunch of hip people, but it's not. It's full of a bunch of insurance salesmen and they're going to fucking make my life miserable. And there's no amount of money that can make that, when you're this age, every day has to be a good day. And a day when I'm talking to a bunch of corporate people at noon is not a good day.
Is this true, Bill? Because I've been doing corporates for a long time, not as many as I used to. And that's why they pay you so much, because they know it's difficult. But they did say to you, and they didn't say this in a snarky way. They go, well, Bill was different. And we said, Bill, no F-bombs, okay? And then apparently Bill went up there and said, how the fuck is everybody doing tonight? Which I loved you even more because that's what you all want. We all want to do. But then,
Yeah, the last one I did, the guy from the corporation is the one who introduces you and does an intro and sometimes tries to be funny. And my opening line was, Jesus Christ, that guy was fucking terrible. Because he was. And they all laugh because they know it too. But it's just, see, you can do it, Dana, because you're not doing stuff that's going to offend either side. You can do your genius.
Well, I'll do just impressions. I mean, I don't care. I'll just be I would do a corporate date that's specific to that.
And even when you do like your brilliant Joe Biden, which I loved every week. And
come on. I love more people today and make more bills and they're not going to be able to get my bills back. Where am I? What's going on?
And
you did good, Joey. Go ahead.
I love when David was on when you were the church lady too. That was great to see you guys together.
We wanted from the beginning. I thought, and David thought that it'd be funny if he just played Hunter Biden. We don't know why. It was just David as Hunter Biden, and then the opportunity came up, and it ended up being not Biden Joe Biden with Hunter Biden, but we got him on there. It was great.
No, I was always curious to why they never had anyone play Hunter Biden. They sort of,
Right.
It was just sort of ripe for the pickings. I thought it may be a hot tub talk show where they have guests and girls in the,
Well, if you want to get into that, and I know this podcast.
Well, we can say anything. We have editing capability in case
we'll get rid of anything funny you say, but go ahead.
I pitched a Hunter Joe. Yeah. Let's end a career today, shall we?
No, but as far as like you mentioned, like, why didn't they do that? How about why didn't they make fun of Kamala's husband when he got Me Too'd? Like it is amazing the way this country is so partisan, including in the media and the entertainment parts of it, that when something happens for your team that's bad, it's like, it's like the angel of death just flying over the house on Passover. Like, we don't see a thing here because, Doug Emhoff was credibly accused of things that other people have been accused of.
Yeah.
And
that wasn't plastered everywhere.
It was certainly out there.
It was out there.
No, I'm saying.
And
sometimes
again, it was as credible as many other accusations I've heard, but somehow it was just Andy Samberg as, funny, kind of dorky Doug. And it's just wrong. If you're going to make fun of people, go both sides. Don't play that game. I don't like that.
I was surprised in many ways that, I was ready when I first did Biden out there. I just thought, because he'd been a hot oven for a long time, to what line are you making fun of dementia or whatever. So when I was ready for a heckler in the live audience, and I was ready to say, "Get your facts straight, Jack." I had a comeback just in case. But they went for it because I guess he wasn't running anymore. But the rules all changed after Biden was no longer the nominee. They became a lot looser with it. So I caught a lucky wave, I think.
Well, also, nobody else really got how to make him funny. And so they had to go. They had to go to the bullpen. They had to go to the old school. Old cast member had to bring in in
the old horse. I was like, the guy from the 80s is going to come back.
Secretariat's running?
Yeah.
But I thought the toys were all there to pick up. And by the way, and guess what? The fact of the matter is, I thought they were all there. And the whisper and the yelling, guess what? I wrote the bill because I know how to write bills. But no one did them, so I took them up.
That's right. Them up. It was all there, but that's always the case with comedy, isn't it? When you hear some guy or woman do a great joke, and you go, "Oh, yeah, that observation was there for me to make,
right in front of me."
Right.
That's why you don't want to watch comedians, right? I mean, you don't watch a lot of stand because of that.
Correct.
I assume. Yeah.
Also, it's a busman's holiday, and also most of them are not funny enough to make me LOL like you guys do. So, if there's no LOL in it for me, I mean, it's sometimes it's relevant or it's, breaking new ground. I don't give a shit about that. It's like a record review when an album comes out and they write. It's like, is the music good? Do I care that this is fucking changing music? First of all, it's not. There's so many notes and they're doing it. I just want to feel good. Okay. I'm just the young man in the 22nd row.
Mm-hmm. There's nothing like it. That's why Sebastian really stood out to me 10 years ago when he came out, Maniscalco, and was just fucking funny. I mean,
right. Yeah. There's lots of funny people out there now. But there's also a lot of this is really, emotionally satisfying. Okay.
Well, there's some really specials you see and you go, is this a stand-up comedy special? And it's more like a therapy session or something.
Right.
And you go, okay, this is different.
That's what I'm talking about. And look, there are people watching this now saying, oh, these three old guys.
Yeah, these three idiots.
In our day, it was so much better.
No, they don't get it. No, we get it. I get what you're doing. It's just we have a different, we were raised at a different time. Look, I could sugarcoat it, but we're tougher. And we're not even that fucking tough. We're just tougher than we're not Marines or anything.
Yeah.
We're baby boomers. They thought we were soft and weak, but compared to the generation that came after us, and so they like all this stuff that's about emotions and emo and feeling good and sharing and feeling safe. To us, it's like, could we just have the jokes? We're just here to have that feeling. And I don't think that's ever going to change. I think people really still, when they go out to see a comedy show, they want their stomach to hurt at the end of it. That's what I've always tried to do.
Yeah. Yeah. The Jeff Altman came up a while back. I think it was with Leno. Just where are those guys? I mean, they're just big, funny extroverts, just being ridiculous. Bruce Babyman Baum.
Bruce Baum, how funny.
Can I tell you a Jeff Altman story for the millions of people who
Well, first explain who Jeff Altman was. Pink Lady and Jeff.
You do that.
He was a comedian, 80s, 90s on Letterman a lot, and he was just a big, funny, silly, always made me laugh guy.
And Fred Silverman, who at the time was the biggest mocker in TV, I guess was NBC. He gave him a show when he was kind of an unknown comic called Pink Lady and Jeff. And it was Jeff with two young Japanese women who I'm not sure spoke English, maybe was the joke. I don't know. What you could do back then with people of a different ethnicity than you who didn't speak English was unlimited. So and you could have been any, but it lasted like 2 shows. And that was bad for him. And it wasn't really his fault. He was offered a primetime show on a major network at the time when there's only 3 or 4 networks.
Yeah, it's a big deal.
Yeah, it was a big deal. But okay, so here's the story. I was out with him one night. I mean, this is probably the 90s when I was out a lot. We were young, and I don't know, we were coming from the Playboy Mansion or something. I don't know. We weren't doing that. But we were walking with 2 girls. I don't remember if they were girlfriends or people we just met, or I don't know, homeless. But we were walking on Sunset Boulevard. I think it was Sunset. Yes, we're walking like long way, like a long way to get to another bar. Probably, I'm sure that's what it was. So at one point, for no reason, Jeff just breaks out running like as fast as he can ahead of us, and that alone was funny. And like 4 blocks later, we're walking along, and I look to the side, and there's a little doorstep going down toward a door, and there he is pretending to be passed out in the doorway. Just the commitment to that, to run ahead and wait, passed out on the pavement, just so that when I came upon him, it would get a laugh. That was Jeff Altman to me.
I'm sure he's still around. If he's listening right now, Jeff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
When I started the improv, the board, that chalkboard up there was like Bill, maybe some Jeff Altman, maybe some Belzer, Leno. Remember?
You're talking about your whole at the clubs?
At the Improv Club on Melrose when I first started.
Yeah. Sure.
All these guys were great. Everybody was funny. And I was trying to worm my way in. Bill, I had a question for you. Serious question. Did you get one of those Medal of Freedoms the other day they were passing out?
Yeah, I did. And I put it with the others. I mean, I have a drawer full, but I could always use more.
Yeah.
No, I'm not. I'm not what they call award bait. What'd you think of the Golden Globes?
Golden Globes.
The Golden Globes. I think it's an ongoing thing of like how many people have seen the movies.
Oh, exactly.
That's a problem.
I thought it was a tutorial in why Trump won the election.
Well,
but no, really.
Why is that so funny?
It is because
I want to hear. I want to hear because no one was really too political. There was a couple like in these troubled times, but nothing super overt.
No, but it's first of all, the fact that they have a special award for, I don't know what they call it, blockbuster, or it's like
box office or something.
Movies people like.
Yeah.
Which actually used to be what an award show was, movies people liked and saw. But Dana, you're right. I mean, so many, I watched it as an instructive because I just was familiarized with so many movies and TV shows that I had never heard of or barely heard of. Some I want to see. I want to see the Jesse Eisenberg one because I love him and I think he does great stuff and that looks fun. And there's a few others, but yeah, and it's just like this other world that what the right would call the leftist elitists, and they're not completely wrong about that, that they live in this world and everybody else lives in this other world. And, I know during the election, the Democrats were like, if we can just get Taylor Swift to endorse Joe, this will put him over the top. And, they got every big star. And I think it actually hurt because people don't look at these celebrities like, oh, they're just like us. They're not just like you. They have no idea what life is like, real life. And a show like this, it comes across that way. And it just makes people go, oh, fuck these people and their insular world. I also,
I was just thinking about movie actors and where else do we praise people with that kind of hyperbole? His performance is nothing short of a miracle.
Right.
Really?
And everyone is,
Was it?
and everyone who puts on a fake nose is brave. It was a brave performance. A brave performance is the Battle of Fallujah. Okay, that was brave. Just uglying yourself
Omaha
up.
Beach was brave.
Just uglying yourself up for a movie. That's not brave. It would be brave if you're going to permanently stay ugly, but you're not.
Disfigure yourself. Yeah.
But I thought our girl Nikki did great.
Yeah, Nikki
she did great. This is not an easy room, and she had some great jokes. Poise.
Yeah, I think I would like to see her do it again because she aired correctly on the side of this isn't a roast. Exactly. Right. Okay, these people.
Slight caution.
Yeah, these are all a bunch of divas in this room. Don't make the mistake that Joe Coy, I think, did the year before. And, don't ever blame them. They're perfect.
Oh, no, you never turn.
They're the A-listers. I would like to see her do it again and again because I read her interview about it and she said she wanted to be like Tina Fey and Amy Poehler, who did great with it. But I want to see her be Ricky Gervais. But she does not have the stature yet. And she's correct in assessing that. I told her that. You don't have the stature yet. She knows this. You have to have stature. I mean, Ricky, when he did it, he was one of them. First of all, he had fuck you money. He was a big producer. He had done lots of, The Office alone made him very rich.
Yeah, highly respected.
Highly respected, and just the attitude of I don't give a fuck if you ask me back on this show or not. I'm gonna take the piss out of you people, and I'm gonna be drunk when I do it. That's what I want to see on the Golden Globes. Now she's not ready to do that yet, and she made the right decision not to. But I'd love to see her do it someday.
But I never get tired of that because I'll click on Ricky Gervais, so I get the YouTube shorts and his speech, and I don't know if it was his last one. He's got the beer. You know nothing. You are nothing.
Right.
Just come up, get your little award, thank your fucking God, or something like that. I mean, It was so not television. But I think it was his last one. And I'm interested in celebrity net worth only because of how it would affect the mind of the performer. And if you have 100 million net, you live in a little village in England, you're like, I'm still dancing for my donuts. I don't, I'd like to feel that one day.
I like last night when the brutalist guy goes,
brutalist.
The guy goes, brutalist, he goes, he says, give directors the final cut, which fair enough. And then he goes, by the way, it's 3.5 hours. So he's like, they all said it wouldn't be a hit. I'm like, it's literally made $1 million worldwide. And the people are scratching their heads going, I mean, it's a hit. I mean, you won this. Okay. So this is the illusion. It's the biggest hit in the world.
I only got through the first 2/3 of it. What won? Sure. The Brutalist?
Then it really picks up.
Brutalist, I think. Brutalist took.
People tell me that wait, Dana, when I watch a show on Netflix and they go, the first 7 episodes are shitty.
Right.
I go, what are you still doing there?
Right.
Get the fuck out. Like, go ahead, Dana.
I like Landman. The thing that blew me away, was Adrian Brody, right? Great actor. He's a very serious guy.
Terrific.
Seems super likable, like an open wound, brilliant actor. And then with no judgment, his wife was with Harvey Weinstein and then went to Adrian Brody. What? That's a pretty big leap. That's a different kind of husband.
Well, okay. Can I defend that a little
No,
bit?
I just explain.
No. I mean, I talked to Adrian and his girlfriend. I don't know if they're married.
Georgina, is it?
Yes.
I'm sure she's lovely. I would just go, you got a really nice guy now.
Right.
Harvey was tough. Yeah.
But I don't think she knew Harvey was doing what he was doing when she was with him. And as soon as she found out, she was in a cab. So I talked to them at the Oscar party, the Vanity Fair Oscar party, I think 2 years ago. They couldn't have been nicer. And it seemed, it seemed like a genuinely good relationship. So, I mean, I don't know if there's anything there because again,
that explains it. That explains it.
I don't think she knew. Nobody was talking about Harvey Weinstein until it broke. I mean, did you know? I didn't know. I mean, he was always nice to me, as John Lovett used to say about OJ.
He was always nice to me.
I wasn't thinking so much of the
That is what he used to say, by the way. He was always nice to me. He never slit my throat. Okay.
Never killed me.
Just as a type. I wasn't thinking so much about the sexual escapades. It's just a type, because we knew Harvey was an aggressive kind of bulldog, and Adrian's a sensitive soul from afar. So that's just an interesting dichotomy.
But neither one of them is like traditionally handsome, because women are deeper than we are, so they go for something. Yeah, thank God.
Didn't Aristotle Onassis, that was his first line to a woman, was "I'm an ugly man." Okay,
right.
That was his first line, but.
Yeah, but
second line was "I'm a rich one."
This is the USS Aristotle.
Yeah, he wasn't that bad. I mean, Jackie. He had. Well, first of all, we only got to know him when he was old. I never knew about him until he married Jackie O. Right. I mean, that's what sort of put him on the map. Mm-hmm. I mean, and I think what he offered her was something she was looking for: an island. To hide. To hide from the paparazzi and so forth.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Totally. Women are more evolved than we are.
Well, also, Bill,
I could not agree more.
Were there some of these movies and TV shows?
That's all I
saw that Challengers was, which I saw.
Me too. Liked it.
I don't know if it was a comedy or a musical, but
I don't understand it either, but I liked it.
I liked it. And I think they go, it'd be great to have Zendaya here.
I think that's true with a lot of people that were there.
A lot of it. Yeah. No, listen, Zendaya's great. She was great.
Oh, she's great.
Everything. But and she should be there. Now, could they just make a category for challengers like they did with the box office one?
Why is the Bear up against Only Murders in the Building? I mean, why is Martin Short up against Jeremy Allen White?
But go back. What won? I don't know what won. I haven't seen
the. Good question.
He usually wins, Jeremy Allen.
No, what won the best movie?
Oh, the best movie?
Okay, what? You don't know either?
What won anything? The Brutalist. Didn't The Brutalist win the best drama movie?
What is The Brutalist about?
It's got...
Jesus Christ, I feel like I'm in 7th grade all of a sudden here. Suddenly the pop quiz from the...
Well, let me see. I'm going to look it up. Can we get our Google guy to do it? That's me.
Oh, good. Dennis Miller's here.
Billy Maher. Gotta love Billy Maher, the perennial teenager thing working out for you, Got the man cave with the pool table. How's that circa Troy Donahue motif, Kind of the youth that never end. No, I love Dennis, and he's one of the fucking funniest humans.
Well, you certainly are when you parody.
Oh,
him.
I love doing him, and he improves my vocabulary. Okay,
Yeah,
got
okay,
a little
here's-
tissue in the back there in case he gets a little watery-eyed over that
Yeah.
medication he needs every
Yeah,
other
that's-
day at this point. Okay.
That's you and your funny impressions.
All right, I'm going to read you some winners, guys.
Oh, great.
Okay.
Drama, musical or comedy motion picture. They're sort of covering their bases here.
That must have been Wicked.
Oh no, it was Amelia Perez that beat fucking Wicked.
Oh,
Perez
yeah.
won everything. Wicked got the best big,
Well, it's always a contest.
commercial film.
It's always a contest to be which can be the most virtue signaling and politically correct, which is again why Trump won, because people just want entertainment. So, like, even though Wicked, and I didn't see Wicked, but I know someone who's in her 20s and went to see it with someone who's like, I think her sister or something, who was like, a teenager, and the teenager didn't even like it and thought it was too preachy.
Wicked?
Yeah, Wicked.
Is this our Barbie this year? What is it? Is it?
I haven't seen it, but that was the report from a 18-year-old girl. Too preachy, and it just okay. So I don't know. Maybe it's not. Maybe
what
it
is Amelia Perez about?
Good question. That was my next question.
About a woman named Amelia Perez. That's the limit
It's
of my
there,
knowledge.
Amelia Earhart.
Yeah.
Spanish. Okay. I also was Different Man the one you're talking about with Jesse Eisenberg?
See, that one okay. If that's Jesse's movie, then I want to see that, but I've not really been familiarized with it, and I don't know what that's about.
Yeah, you're really nailing these.
Culkin got the sidekick. One of the Culkin brothers won.
Yes, he did. Karen,
yeah.
One of the listen to you, Grandpa. Karen Culkin. Yes.
Guess
Kip
what?
Culkin.
Guess who knew the Culkin brothers back in 1990? Yeah, Kieran was he was like my shadow when his brother was hosting.
Is that right?
Yeah,
Yeah, because
fucking boy.
I saw some activity with his father, and I knew what was going on, and I had the same kind of.
You're like Michael Jackson
Family
kind of cornered
situation.
the other one.
Wait, I'm interested. What was going on?
I just saw, my friend and I have this phrase, the turn of phrase of an insecure man, a hurting cowboy. So I saw that his dad was a hurting cowboy. He suddenly was that his name? And I could tell that was a rough dad to have, And
what is the cowboy meaning?
A hurting cowboy, an insecure man. I've always told anyone there's nothing more dangerous than a man with alcohol in him who's insecure after midnight.
Right. I would agree. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Back to the fun stuff, guys.
Let's go. Let's go back. All right. Wait. That's
okay.
Harvey's
Well, actually,
showstopper.
Bill will be happy to know Wicked did come through. They had to make one up. That's cinematic box office achievement. Obviously, you just look in the paper. What made the most money? Okay.
Right. That's all that is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Zoe Saldana won supporting actress and Amelia Perez.
I saw that, and I'm sure she's a lovely person, but like again, the level to which these people are seduced by winning a little trophy is something. I mean, just the
speeches. You mean?
Well, just the overflowing
so
emotion that, like, oh my God, you like me and you gave me this trophy, and they're just overcome. It's very hard to watch. I couldn't watch a show like this in real time. I taped it and then watched it in the bathtub with the clicker. I mean, with the remote, being able to zip through the things that I just can't take. Yeah. And the things I just can't take are the speeches. And also the speeches, and also the little patter that they give the presenters before
rough.
So I can't do it. So I had to go through those, and then I got to, and this is what the nominees are. And it educated me on all these shows that I will never see.
Even the closed captioning is tough to get through sometimes, because I read what they're saying and I'm like, oof.
What is The Brutalist about?
It's about, I told you, there's something about the
immigrant,
Holocaust.
right?
Something
about immigrating to America and the difficulties of that experience.
Just immigration is a big year. I mean, that's a good one.
Again, another reason why Trump won, because these people think unlimited open borders is what we should be championing. And Americans kind of don't agree with that, including people of color who voted more for Trump than they ever did for a Republican. But okay.
Majority of Latino men, but for whatever reason. Yeah.
Well, for whatever
majority.
reason.
I mean, no, but over 50%.
Yeah.
The Democrats are got to be.
Yeah, and they keep digging their hole bigger because they don't get it, that they keep talking about, oppression, and there is oppression, of course. But most of these people were saying, you know what's oppressive to me? The price of eggs.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what's oppressing me. Deal with that.
Yeah, the ones right in front of me, the eggs, so they're expensive.
There's no such thing as inflation's under control. Remember when gas prices started going up, and he's saying the stuff that's talked about in the back room? This could be a good thing. Hasten transition to away from fossil fuels.
Bill, I swear you could have jumped into that Medal of Freedom ceremony and he wouldn't have noticed his throat around your neck. He was out of it. This guy did some shit. There you go. Okay, next.
Is it true you have 40 nominations but not a win?
Correct. And I think that really says more about them than me. But let's move on.
I blame Gerbitz.
Well, it's impossible to win now. You're the wrong
Demi
flavor.
Moore won for The Substance, actress in a musical or comedy. Was that a musical or comedy? Was it?
Okay, I saw that one.
Okay, go. Now
really
we're
hard. Really hard to watch because have you seen it?
No. Someone warned me off it. They said you wouldn't be able to handle it.
I couldn't handle. I literally was watching it through my fingers because it's so over the top with what they do to her. It's a good idea, and there are parts of it I liked, but it was just too hard to watch. She is a woman who of a certain age who wants to recapture youth, and then there's some thing that somebody invented that she can inject herself
Magical
with.
Potion.
Right. And like she leaves her old self lying in the closet for a week, and the new version of her goes out. And then she gets hooked on it and you have to do it in a certain way. She fucks it up. So then she becomes this grotesque figure.
Oh.
And they just take it to a degree that's just, for me, it was too much. But I get the idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, and of course, it was making a comment about how we judge older people by their looks, and that's not right.
Applause.
Applause. And again,
I get it. It's not right, but we do it.
And to me, that's all ass backwards, because if you were really mature, what you would understand is that life is a series of trade-offs. When you're young, you're stupid and beautiful, and then you get older and you get smarter and worse looking. And mature people throughout the ages and all cultures have just accepted that. Not us.
Not Hollywood.
We have to be sexy until you're a million years old, and anyone says different is bad.
I'm lucky.
They're not just wrong.
Sexy.
They're bad.
Yeah.
They're bad. They're bad
That's the
people.
difference.
Well, to me, first of all, could not look any better. I mean, for being in this movie about looking good, she looks great.
Who?
To me, more.
Yeah, but she doesn't look like she's 25.
No.
Which is the point of the movie.
She actually, a different actress
that
plays her, right?
Yeah.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the point. Yeah, it's Margaret Qualley, who is 25.
Yeah.
I did kind of like her speech because she has been, the idea that I thought I was kind of done, really done, so that was unexpected.
No, I loved her speech. That's one speech I watched, and it was great. First of all, it was in control. It was planned. She had a little thing to say. It was succinct. And she said, I love the part she said, some producer told me a long, long time ago, you're a popcorn actress.
Yeah.
You'll do well in movies that make money, but no, you're not going to win awards. So I thought that was terrific.
You know what's funny is, first of all, I think she's great. Second of all, I just want someone in a speech to go, you know what someone told me once? You're going to be great. They never mention that. It's always the one guy that told them you'll never make it. But there's a lot of people along the way that say you'll probably be great.
Did you have that, Bill? I mean, did you have a struggle where they didn't know what to do with you? Because you were in a half-hour sitcom first, right? before doing real time.
Were you one of the Pink ladies?
I did 4 sitcoms.
4 that made it to air?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I did Sarah with Gina Davis. I did Hard Knocks, one of the first sitcoms on Showtime. I was 2 mismatched detectives, if you can believe a thing like that.
I'm in.
Were you in the show called, I think it's I've Had Just About Enough of You? Was that you?
No, I never heard
I
of
just
that.
made that up, but go ahead. Titles are funny. Bill Maher is Hard Knocks. All right. So.
I was in Bringing Up Chunky. I was the neighbor. No, and then I did one with Sam Kinison. I can't remember the name of that.
Wow.
It was with Tim
what year?
I don't know, right before he died, because he was a heroin addict who kept everybody waiting for hours while he sobered up.
I want to see the script where in parentheses, after Sam, it says in parentheses, screams, this next line.
Yeah.
Every line is in all caps.
Yeah.
So was that your dream?
Sam's great.
Or you weren't thinking about hosting the Tonight Show or anything? You were thinking of being an actor?
Did you ever host the Tonight Show?
No, I did not host it. I've been on it, like, I don't know, 40 times or something. But no, I always wanted to do pretty much what I'm doing. Mm-hmm. But when I started, like I think a lot of us, the template was, well, you get on the Tonight Show, you do your little 6 minutes, little monkey goes out there and makes people laugh with good, clean material.
Good, clean,
and then
fun.
Right. Yep. And then you get a sitcom like Robin Williams did, and Roseanne,
Tim
and
Allen.
Freddie Prinze,
Billy
Tim
Crystal.
Allen. Yeah. Well, that was a little before my time.
Movie, which is even bigger deal.
The idea is that you're going to get a sitcom based on you being a comedian, sometimes based on who you actually are as a comedian. And that's what happened to me. I did my 4 or 5 Tonight shows. I got on a big show, a sitcom with on NBC that was on after Family Ties. It was a big thing with a big producer, Gary David Goldberg. That put me on that path. And then I did, okay, so I'm that funny guy. I can do DC Cab, and I can do, these, funny little movies. And so that was really how I spent the 80s. And it was, but it's okay, because I would not have had the gravitas in my 20s to do a show about politics. Who's going to listen to somebody that age? You shouldn't. So it came out just pretty much the way it should have.
And the technology. So cable TV was starting and going, and then that expanded. There weren't places to do a talk show besides the major networks in the 80s, right? So
yeah, I mean, when I went on with Politically Incorrect in 1993,
Comedy Central.
Yeah, Comedy Central, and that was the right place. Yeah, for the show like that was, had nothing to lose. And you could put a guy on.
A little controversy.
Yeah.
They like.
Yeah. Super cheap to make. Just get some chairs.
Yeah. Me, very cheap at the time.
Were you cheap at that time? Okay.
Very cheap.
When did you first get rich? Like, you don't have to tell a number. When did you first get a big, big paycheck and kind of went, holy shit?
Well, I thought when I did that first sitcom, I remember my salary was $7,500 a week. Previously had been my yearly earnings.
Of course, yeah.
As a comedian. A little more than that yearly, but maybe not really when I lived in New York. So that was like 1984. That was my second year out here. And, to jump up to that was huge. I immediately went to a store called Maxwell's, which was like this.
What a loser.
Do you know the store?
No, but it just sounds funny. The guy gets money, goes right to Maxwell's.
It was this clothing store. I think it was on Melrose or Robertson. And it was like where rock stars went. And all the clothes were unique and hysterically awful if you saw them today. But, I could buy a sport coat for $1,500 or something. Yeah. That was ridiculous. But, I never was able to do that before.
Yeah. Wow. Sure. I that was the salary I got for One of the Boys with Mickey Rooney and Nathan Lane in 1981 in New York. My first sitcom. Yeah.
Mickey Rooney. Boy, that takes you back. To work with a guy who was able to portray an Asian person
in 1962
in a movie and no one objected.
And he probably got an award for it.
And with buck teeth, it was such a
chewing on a log or something, eating crickets.
Grotesque stereotype. I can't even do it. But
Jerry Lewis did it too.
By the way, in a crazy story that ties in Bill and Dana, we have the same management, and he says one time I go up for a sitcom, and they want me so bad, they say we're gonna audition you to the network, and then 7 people for the other guy. I was like, fuck yeah. So I, of course, make my deal for like $25,000 for a pilot. So I'm basically spending the money. So I go there, and the first read, they go, great. The second read, they go, maybe a little more energy on this one. Third read, they go, new guy with me. And they go, maybe a little less energy on this. Now I see them sweating. Then they go, maybe we'll just for laughs switch parts just to mix things up. Just you read his, he'll read yours.
Oh,
and I, by the way, I see nothing wrong. I'm like, cool. I'm adaptable. I don't realize there's places on fire. And so I finish, I go to see Mark Gervitz, our manager, and I walk in, he goes, all the people that just made $30,000 as a pilot, take one step forward. Not so fast, Spade.
Really?
That's how he told me. I go, what are you talking about? He goes, how did you ruin that? You were the only one up for your part. I go, what?
Well, I can tell you exactly how, because I remember those days and not fondly. Oh, yeah. But here's the deal. You go in to read first, and we're comics. Right. So we already have an advantage because before you get to read, you usually have a little chit chat with the writer producers. Mm-hmm. By the way, I was so green when I started that I didn't realize that the producers were the writers. And one time I said to the producers, who wrote this shit? Not realizing it was them. But okay, so we go in and being comics, we can get them laughing before we even start reading the shit. Mm-hmm. So like we warm up the crowd. Mm-hmm. And then it's like, oh, we're laughing. This guy's funny. Now we're going to read it. You read it the first time and you're funnier than the fucking actors if it's a silly sitcom. Mm. So you kill. So they bring you back. But now they've heard you do it once. So you do it again and they're still laughing, but you know, it's kind of getting old. Yeah. Yep. And by the 8th time they brought you back, it just looks stale because they've heard you do it so much. And then they bring in somebody who's not as good, but it's fresh. The reading is fresh and they look better. And that's how
they've heard about your story that happened on the 405 on the way there 6 times. So it's like, that's not funny anymore. Now it's just
Bill, did you ever walk into an audition room and see sort of versions of yourself? Because case in point, I walk in and see weak chin, baby-faced, androgynous young men.
Here's women.
All right, here's Bill's story. Go ahead.
Here's my story about that. Exactly what you're talking about. I walked into one and Charles Fleischer. We know Charles Fleischer, right?
Yeah.
Okay, how would you describe Charles Fleischer?
Impossible.
Oh my goodness.
Eccentric,
funny.
Quirky.
He was Roger Rabbit.
Right? Roger Rabbit. Yeah.
Roger Rabbit.
Was he the first one to do where he put the stool upside down? I think maybe Robin did it later. Oh, seating for 4 gay men. He put the stool upside down.
Turns the stool upside down. Table for 4, yeah.
Table for 4 gay men. I thought that was Charlie Fleischer.
But he had a kind of a mad scientist look about him.
Yeah, mad scientist, crazy
smart.
hair.
Okay, so I walk in and we have a little conversation. He goes, okay, pricks over here, nuts over here. Because like I was always like the sarcastic, the prick part, and I was sitting with the pricks, and he was over there with the guy who's the nut. Like that's what a sitcom had. It had a prick and it had a nut. When I did Sarah, I remember the ad came out in TV Guide, and it had the 4 of us, Gina Davis, Academy Award nominee Alfre Woodard, great Bronson Pinchot, and me, and a little description of who we were. And under mine, it said The Office Creep. So that's
a good spinoff.
That's what I was playing. I was Marty, the Office Creep.
Well, they have to have a Kramer or someone to come in and be funny. That's usually the ones you try to get. But
that's the Fleischer part. Yeah. The nut. He's the nut.
I did a pilot with Kramer with
Oh, you did?
what's his real name?
Michael.
From Seinfeld. Michael. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And
Called City Slickers. I was the cop in the little town, and I was the straight man, and he was the wacky New York police detective.
He was the wacky, and you weren't?
No, I was always cast as a straight man. Every pilot, I was on 2 TV shows, one with James Ferrantino. I was straight man, always a straight man, always until SNL.
Can I ask something of you guys about aging here? Because I'm just picturing people watching this, listening to this, who are the age we were when we were listening to, I don't know, Shecky Greene and George Burns.
Don Rickles.
Yes. And just, first of all, we wanted to be comics, so we love those guys. But the idea that we're the old guys is just mind-blowing, because in our minds, we're not, in our minds, we're the same guys. But I know people, how can these guys have stories about the 80s if they're not fucking 80s?
I remember hearing that Norm Crosby, who was maybe 56 at the time, was bugging his manager, Bernie Burlstein, really wanted a sitcom. And I was thinking, at that age,
fucking
what does he
retire,
expect? At 56?
Get the fuck out of here.
I mean, anybody in our age group, when I went back to SNL, I'm riffing and talking to Marcelo. He's 27. And we're just like peers working on stuff. And I'm grandpa age.
Yeah, you don't feel like
technically I'm old enough to be the
Marcelo's
grandfather.
like, who's James Ferrantino? And you're like, oh. He's a guy that
But
pops in
I
stories.
would love to have had a podcast. If Carson afterwards, he quit the show, had a podcast where he was real and talking about stuff, might have been really fun. Didn't exist.
Yeah. And, at his height, I think he was getting 17 million a night for a show that went on at 11:30.
I mean, a year, right? 17 million a night.
Yeah, 17 million viewers, I think.
17 million viewers. Yeah, at least. Yeah.
Not money. Yeah, viewers.
Yeah.
Which is primetime shows don't often get a tenth of that.
No.
No.
But what if there were 4 million other talk shows on?
I know.
Yeah.
That's a hard part.
That's the difference between podcasting and broadcast television from that era. If there were 4 million people instead of just Alan Thicke trying to dethrone Johnny.
But you might find this interesting, that the baby boomers for the first time, when we grew up, it was 18 to 49 for the advertisers. That's where the money is.
Right.
And the boomers have 78 trillion for the first time because the homes we bought escalated and everything. So the money is being tilted toward us, the Bachelorette and, the Golden Bachelor, stuff like that. So it's kind of interesting that we're the rich demographic, unfortunately, for the young people.
But a lot of that money is being transferred to the younger generations
during the next 20 years. So by the time the kid's 57, he can buy a home.
Well, okay, but a lot of that money is just being passed down, especially when they're in their 20s and 30s. So I know we're squares and everything's bad and we ruined the world, but they're not saying no to the money. I noticed.
Yeah. Oh no! Well, what in your poorest days, just describe your apartment. How much was it? Did you have rabbit ears for a TV? Was it to live alone?
Oh, I was really poor from college, really freshman year of college until I moved out here. I would say I really experienced what poverty was. Now, not to sound like Shecky Greene or Alan King or guys in the old days, but I'm going to sound like it when I say, but we didn't know we were poor. Because we had love.
That's a good character. You should do that. I like that guy.
Well, okay. But when I look back at college, I lived in slums. My first year, I lived in dorm 4, which was temporary housing built in 1945, which was still up in the 70s. My room was the size of a closet, which I shared with somebody. The bathroom was at the end of the hall, and boy, did that stink on a Sunday night. Then there was Ithaca, New York. This is where I was at Cornell. I mean, you moved into a frat, which I didn't want to do. Not that also, of course, was not even close to being invited. But okay, let's just say I didn't. Let's just say I didn't want to do it. So you moved into college town, which were slums. I mean, it was like Appalachia up there, and these towny
Shout out to
slums.
Appalachia.
Yes, shout out to Appalachia. These slumlords, and they had this automatic supply of tenants because every year new college kids need a place to live, so they didn't have to make the places acceptable. They were horrible. And then I moved to New York. Oh my God!
Worse.
First, I lived on in Spanish Harlem. I walked home every night at 2 a.m. from the clubs into a pretty rough neighborhood. Never was bothered. They looked at me and went, "This guy has nothing. He's just got the T-shirt on his back, and there's no reason to try to rob him." And it was a 5-floor walk up. The bathroom, it did have a bathroom, but it was just what they called a water closet. It was just a hole with a chain where you could take a dump. No shower. You sat in a tub in the kitchen with one of those attachments.
Okay, this is getting good. This is getting up there. You got.
Then I had my first apartment on 8th Avenue over a bus stop. It was at least my own. It was a studio, which means one little room. But that was, and I used to live on the Blimpies. That was across the street. It was $1.90 for a 3-cheese sub. That's what. So, like, I love that I had that experience. I don't remember loving it at the time, but it's good for you, And I always had too much pride to ever ask. I guess I could have asked my parents for a little help. They weren't doing too well at the time either. But it just never entered my mind to reach out, because it was like, no, let's just thug it out.
Yeah.
And then how many years after your first set did you make a living as a stand-up? How long did it take you?
Well, okay, so my rent at the shitbox on 8th Avenue, it started out at $250 in 1980 or 79 or something. And then it was automatically rose 9% a year. So say I was paying like $300. Yeah, I could make rent, and probably food was like another $100 a month. So say my whole nut was $500. Okay, by 1980, I was emceeing at Catch a Rising Star. So you got $50 a night for that. Okay. And if I did maybe 1 or 2 out of town gigs, I really wasn't ready for that, but I took some, and it was terrible experiences when I bombed, but okay, that's part of it. So I could probably live, and I also sold pot. That was really how I lived. So between the pot and the emceeing, yeah, I could make my nut by 1980.
Nice.
Bill, I have a question about
inspirational for children, isn't it?
Bill, on your show now on HBO,
what's that called again?
Real Time, and it comes back January 17th. My special is on January 10th.
Friday, January 10th.
But I have a real time question too. I know there was an ABC. You left there eventually. You go to, I think it's straight to HBO. You've been there ever since. And is there there must be some things you get into that ruffle feathers, or is there just kind of autonomy? You do what you want.
Who writes these questions for you? Because
these
seriously,
are shockingly.
That sounds like some producer wrote that question.
No, it's AI. I just asked.
And certainly, you don't have a producer on this show. I mean, it's obvious.
We barely have me and Dana.
We buy the mics and the lights, and we do everything.
This is the most dog shit, low end, lo-fi.
Yeah. Trust me, we know. But that's what works. That's what works about it.
It's no Club Random. That's a sweet thing you've got. Those embedded
the difference
cameras.
Is, I'll answer. Yeah, he's like the Club Random's like The Bachelor. They have like cameras on the way in, and we introduce.
Hey, you and I are the last 2 bachelors. And by the way, speaking of that, right. I think a great show would be one of us, mostly probably me, doing the Golden Bachelor, but like our real lives, not with an age appropriate woman, because that's boring. With an age inappropriate woman, because you know what the appropriate age for a relationship is? One that works.
Yeah,
Look at Bill Belichick, 73 and 22, and they seem happy.
Or Cher.
Or Madonna.
Exactly. Yes. Madonna, they go for the 20s as well. It seems to me, and I want you to comment on this, when women get power, they seem to go younger, like men who get power go younger.
Yeah, absolutely. That happens. Kate Beckinsale went out with Pete Davidson, and I think a few other younger guys. And yeah, I mean, and when they do it, it's empowering. When men do it, we're perverts.
Good for her. Yeah.
I never felt that. I remember you said everyone wanted you to get married. And I go, no one wants you to get married.
People do married,
but there are people who do. But I would think it's absurd, and I also think that since women are wired differently, it's not like they're with someone wealthy and famous. They're literally really attracted to the personality that does stuff. I mean, it takes a lot of something to get where you're at, and that's attractive to a woman.
Yes. Well, as we were saying before, women are deeper, and we're going to keep telling ourselves that. No, it's. But don't you think that would be a great show, the Golden Bachelor? But with women that David and I are attracted to, and that doesn't make us bad people.
I keep getting roped into it. Well, yeah, I don't think it should be me or you, but we should get a guy. And
no, it has to be a comedian. It
has to be you guys.
They should have a comedian.
It's funny
anyway. But yes,
and you know what the title of it is, and this is from Mickey Rooney because I asked him, how did you have sex with all those starlets? He's 5 feet tall in the 1940s. Right. He said, "quote Money makes you handsomer."
Right. Yeah, true. What was the line he had when he brought? I think it was Jane Mansfield up on the stage at an award show when he was right at tit level, and he had some great line.
Give me them milkers.
Something like "It's not bad being short." I forget what it was, but it was a great moment.
Well, I think we'd be more normal if I was married and divorced. I would be more normal.
More usual, yes.
Never married. Where did the phrase come up? Weirder. Confirmed bachelor. Are you guys?
Does that mean gay?
Yes, in the old days, that was a no. Seriously,
I think I've said it about myself.
Code for gay, right?
Yes, that was a euphemism for gay. Okay. Just the way in Hollywood, a woman's director was code for a gay director.
Oh,
I think George Cukor, for example. But if I'm wrong about that, please don't.
Sorry, George.
He may have been the most he-maniest of the guys. I think that's who I'm talking about. But there was ones who were, gay directors, and he was a woman's director. They were very genteel in those days. They didn't say things outright.
Mm-hmm. I've been described as a female comic, whatever that means. It means I won't say. Okay, so Bill, thanks for coming. We can wrap him up. He's a good guy.
Yeah.
He did a great job, Bill.
He's got a life to lead.
We're going to give you your evaluation after. I'm going to. You really kind of barked at me toward the end, but overall, I think we had a good run here.
I enjoyed it because, and you do this as well, as long with everything else you do. The best podcasts are when you're never checking the clock. And I didn't check the clock on this one. I just enjoyed it.
Oh, I could talk to you guys all day, and you're so funny. And I know that sounds like I'm just kissing up.
I don't think you're the kind of guy who kisses up, though.
But I was
whatever you say, I believe you think.
I was just going to say, I think I have the credibility at this point, having lost 40 Emmys, that my billboard. I think they're putting up. They're doing a replay of one I had from 10 years ago. They were going over you've been on a long time. They got to come up with new catchphrases. Sure. And they came to the end of it and they were like, oh, I could tell they were kind of afraid to try this one. I was like, just say it. We don't have anything. And it was, he's not in it for the likes. And I was like, I love that so fucking much. And so I think the one this year says he's still not in it for the likes. which I love. I'm not. I love being honest. That's my reward. So when I say you guys are the killing is funniest, you can take that to the bank, as Robert Blake used to say.
Appreciate
Whatever
it.
happened to him?
He just went in to get his gun. It was in the restaurant, and he came back
He
out.
likes
and,
Italian food. That's all I
He
know.
All
forgot it, and then he went and got it.
Okay,
and someone
you both owe me a new Club Random episode.
Oh my
we're
God.
gonna be
Is
on
this
there.
how it works? Oh my God.
That's
I
how
want
it
to. I
works.
want to go on there again. That was really interesting. That was cool. I liked it. I'm gonna get blasted this time.
Me
though.
too.
I'm gonna
Thanks,
get
Bill.
fucked
Miss
up.
you.
Thanks, you too. All
Enjoyed
right.
it.
I'll talk to you
Take
soon.
care, buddy.
Bye.
This has been a presentation of Odyssey. Please follow, subscribe, leave a like, a review, all this stuff. Smash that button, whatever it is, wherever you get your podcasts. Fly on the Wall is executive produced by Dana Carvey and David Spade, Jenna Weiss-Berman of Odyssey, and Heather Santoro. The show's lead producer is Greg Holtzman. The Republican Convention is being produced by Rob Schneider for Netflix. He's tying it into his special.
Rob would make it great. Comedians,
Hey,
Come on.
come on! Before under your chair, everyone, there's a bag, a Ziploc full of magnesium. Take it. You're probably not taking enough. What do you think's in more disarray, the Democratic situation or this hair? My hair is cool, but god dang, it's got some bumps.
Well,
to
what
it.
is with that? Yeah, it's on your left side. It looks like you have
This side?
that side up. It looks like you have a growth underneath the hair, like it's a small goiter came out and
A
pushed
goiter.
it.
That's the. You know what? The
Well, I didn't wanna
sickest
say-
word you can say is, "Oh, I have a goiter on my back," and they go, "Gross." You go, "No, I mean a boil." Sick. I mean a pustule. They're
I always know when you're riffing for a clip because you give it that Snoop Dogg at the end.
the worst name is pustule at the end.
It's a signal to the
I'll
editor.
cover it. I'm covering it. It's too much.
Oh, that's the flag touched the ground.
I
Look-
couldn't take it anymore.
Look at me. I mean, I got praised just recently. I mean, like 3 minutes ago for when I swooped my hair back. I'm going to go every other podcast. Today, I'm going for Beatles 1965 because this is the hair I wanted when I was 10, and my father would shave my head. And if I looked upset, he would beat me. But anyway, let's look at
a clip.
Let's look at a clip.
Of your
This
dad.
is sort of, Paul 1965.
I'd go to Paul's house and his dad would be beating him with a belt. They took that out of the documentary.
They released it.
Real
All right.
lashing. Okay, so big week. We don't talk about politics that much, but it's so in the news. We have to, if we're talking about current events. Where to start?
Well, I don't know. Should we comment on? There was a bit of a kerfuffle. We did one spontaneously last week about post-debate, where Dr. Joe Biden led President Biden down on the stage and said, "You did good, Joe. You did good, Joe." Some people were upset, but I just thought it was funny in the moment that she was talking to him like that. I'd never,
Yeah, I mean, the fact she's turned into Kris Jenner, like talking to Kim at the Playboy shoot. "You're doing great, sweetie." I mean, that's what it's turning into. It's
it sounded like a teacher. I mean, she is a community college teacher talking to a second grader. You answered all your questions. I mean, that was just funny. How do we not comment on that?
When she stuck the gold star on his forehead after the debate, I thought that was a little.
she pinned something on it. He's the leader of the free world. He has a grown doctorate woman, a PhD, going, "You answered all the questions." I mean, how do you not make a joke out of that?
Because it turns into, she walks on stage. She's like an emotional support wife. He's like, "Oh, she can be up here. I have all the paperwork. She can be up here. She can be anywhere. I'll take her on the plane with me."
Yeah, exactly. So it did good, Joey. That's something a parent would say to a kid who passed a swimming test at the YMCA at age 7.
Right. She gave him a participation award for the debate.
You went across the pool 2 times, Joey.
He's got a big thing that says, "I got second place in the debate."
Yes. Every kid gets a trophy. Anyway, so that was last week.
Yeah.
Now this Democratic presidential, what would you call it? Kerfuffle.
Well, there's a bit of a split over there of like what to do, what to do next.
And there was a bifurcation. There was pre the debate. They were pretty, this is our man. He's going to beat Trump. And there wasn't as much talk. He did great at the State of the Union. Maybe he got a little State of the Union, but he was great there. Then all of a sudden that comes, and now we're in this new world. It's about 2.5 weeks out. I'm shocked it's taken this long. And so the proverbial shoes are dropping. And the latest one this week that kind of got me. Well, there were 3 in the last 24 hours.
Okay.
Nancy Pelosi was for the last 2 weeks. It's got to be Joe. It's got to be Joe. It's got to be Joe. Why is Trump not? He should go away, not Joe. So she was very, you know what I mean?
That's the argument. Yeah.
And then funny. George Stephanopoulos, who's seemed like a button-down news anchor, but I guess he's a bit of a man about town loose cannon, was walking down the street in New York, saw a guy with a camcorder. They asked him, do you think that Biden can go 4 more years? And he goes, no, Biden can't go 4 more years. Immediately regretted it. It got released on TMC. Newsflash to anchors in their 60s or whatever, however old he is. Don't go chatting out on the sidewalk if you don't want it to get out to a camcorder.
Yeah, don't go to Turner Movie Classics, TMC. No, to TMZ, you're right. What those people do is they film me, they film anybody. They just have renegade people, and they don't really work for TMZ, so they can sort of separate themselves and go, that's not one of our guys. But they sell it, so they sell it and then they buy it.
TMZ in like 6 minutes or 3 minutes, right?
Yeah, of course. And also he did I read that George Clooney, who's a friend of the show, he came out against him. That's as of when we shot this today.
New York Times op-ed.
Which is
Joe's got to go. Done very politely, but
but it just seemed like there was just a fundraiser with.
Yeah, I think it was Julia Roberts himself and Clinton and President Obama, and they have their hands up. They raised the most, like $30 million, and they're doing a big glasping hands together, big giant. And now,
and the funny part was, you think if it was 2 weeks ago, was he that different? I mean, they're like, I heard people talking, saying I was there. He came out to speak on a pogo stick, and it is so hard to get on a pogo stick. And Biden was out there, ka-choink, ka-choink, ka-chink. And then they set up a small football NFL combine in the backyard, and he was doing the shuttle run, the tires. He was doing
4.8 in the 40-yard dash, 4.8.
Burpees. Clooney was throwing him, go deep, Grandpa, and everything was fine. Wasn't even
stood
huffing.
on one foot as they passed him a Nerf ball back and forth and recited the Declaration of Independence backwards. But that was
exactly.
Yeah.
And then 2 weeks later, he turns into Gary Busey.
I'm just my main thesis, if you will, David.
Yeah.
My main thesis is how happy does all this tumult in the Democratic Party make Trump? I mean, Trump's got it because he's gone for Trump. He's a little quiet. He still does a couple small rallies, but mostly he's just hanging out, probably in a big robe, being hand-fed grapes. Could I get another grape? Just put it right there. There we go. They're eating themselves alive in the Democratic Party. I don't know if you've seen this. They're eating themselves alive. George Clooney, who I have tremendous respect for, a tremendous actor. He was on ER. Remember that? He was a surgeon or something. He played Batman. He did a tremendous job. He said, Joe's got to go. He's got to go. And if Clooney says it, it's a big deal because he's married to a very nice Arab lady. She's an Arab lady. She's a tough cookie and a tough Arab lady, but he's married to her, and she's a tremendous person. Everybody talks about her. But Joe is got to be worried. If you lose Clooney, you lose the Democratic Party.
You lose the whole Thursday night block on NBC.
I got to do the clip thing. If you lose Clooney, you lose the Democratic Party.
You're going to lose Will and Grace. You're going to lose Laverne and Shirley, Frasier, that whole night.
Frasier, if you lose Phil Donahue, if you lose Kelly Clark, all these tremendous people. So anyway,
Clooney could be president, by the way, probably pretty easily.
By the way, in the comments section in the New York Times after his op-ed, which is very beautifully written, 1 out of 3 said, you, George, President Clooney. I believe Jon Stewart and Clooney as a ticket could win right now, or Matthew McConaughey and Stewart or Clooney. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think Kelly. Did you say Kelly Clarkson could be the VP somewhere? She's very likable. Yeah,
she's extraordinarily likable.
I think Trump just took a beating. Jail, counts, court, and then he finally gets 1 week. He gets to go, oh, now the pupil has become the teacher.
I know. He is like the cat. I can't believe it. It's tremendous. Melania, would you like to watch it again? I've got it all teed up.
Rewind the VCR.
Listen, they're eating themselves alive. They're eating themselves. You never stop someone who's hanging themselves. You give them more rope. You don't say anything. You stay quiet. And so he is. And it's the craziest thing ever. Steven Spielberg is producing the Democratic National Convention. So it's going to be extra awesome. The music, the pageantry. And it may be a brokered convention where they go, the great state of Louisiana now puts all of our delegates forward to one Matthew McConaughey or whoever they're putting. It could be a
Kelly Clarkson.
Kelly Clarkson on the 3rd ballot. I mean, anyone can run.
Right.
I will put your hat in the ring, but I know you're an independent.
No, the funny thing is the Republican. What's it called? Convention?
Yeah.
The Republican. I'm not smart. Yeah. The Republican convention is being produced by Rob Schneider for Netflix. He's tying it into his special.
Yeah, Rob would make it great. Comedians,
Hey,
come on.
Before under your chair, everyone, there's a Ziploc full of magnesium. Take it. You're probably not taking enough.
We're nominating magnesium for vice president. What? You can nominate a vitamin? Yes. Magnesium for vice president.
It's a tough call. We've got turmeric. There's a lot of things we wanted. But
now that we're doing our friend Rob Schneider on the show, he has to come on next week to rebut.
Come on. Yeah. He's hilarious. Okay. So other than that, what else is going on?
Just who's going to be president. By the way, they're digging in hard. That's the other story.
What happened?
Biden is, I'm not going to go. Well, wouldn't you? No, why would I leave? I mean, so they are dug in. It's Hunter, Jill, and Joe against the world, those 3. Because Hunter now is sitting in on national security.
Oh, I heard that.
Yeah.
Do you think Hunter's asking his dad if there's any chance if Trump wins that Trump would use him on his on his cabinet somewhere?
That's a bigger shoe than Clooney. When Hunter's going, hey, Dad, I'm totally in favor and you're going to win. No problem. You're the best ever. But if you did lose, could I get on Trump's cabinet?
A recommendation letter or something?
I mean, is there a way? Or
drug czar?
Yeah. No, anyway, that's what's going on in America right now.
That's what I've been bombarded with, even though I don't know enough about all the politics, because some things that come up,
there's nothing really to know.
It's just fun to watch the craziest. It's scary, but fun. When he said he had a cold at the debate, I thought, and he has to go to bed at 8. These are all just setups for jokes because you can't, Jimmy Fallon was doing the other night. You can't be like 8 o'clock. Okay. So we bomb at 8:30. Let's call it 8:45 and make sure he's totally zonked. And by the way, that cold he had, just deliver one germ over here. Just put one germ on one bug in his nose and it's over. He's just going to be out for a week. And then you get Jill up in the window like Tom Cruise and taps with the machine gun. I got this, Joe. It's beautiful, man.
Well, when I get a head cold, I always look like I'm staring at a volcano that's about to erupt. Like,
you look like the Scream painting and Biden.
Honey, what happened? Volcano. No, when he looked terrified too. Sometimes his eyes got real big. Like Trump, you do Trump. I'm in the split screen. I'll be Biden. Do Trump.
I don't know what he's saying. A lot of people don't know what he's saying. I don't know if he knows what he's saying.
So,
that was pretty funny.
But
I just bad, right?
That was good. Just go nasal. Just go like this. Just
I like this. He works within the TV frame.
That's our choice. No, but it sounds like we're making fun of Biden. We make fun of both sides.
Yeah, we made fun of Trump forever. It's funny.
I have to say that a lot of this stuff was embedded out there in this last year. There was mumbles, there was stumbles. And so the impression I did, which got a lot of heat and a lot of love, no Christ the border, was kind of controversial at the time.
Yeah,
but now all our rowdy friends are piling in steep, and everybody's making fun of Biden and Trump, which maybe is a good thing. Boy, are we going to get letters.
Well, Trump, has been hammered since he's not even president again. So it's fun to mix it up. I mean, why not? There's so many fun jokes about
it's
Biden.
America.
No one's doing
When Biden is no longer the president, either now or in 4 years, there's no reason to do him. But if he is a most powerful man in the world, you can't have a little fun.
Yeah. Okay. So let's go on also to nothing. The 4th of July wasn't that exciting for me. I did, now that we have our new term, I did raw dog it down. Sometimes I drive to Newport, which is about 2 hours, and I have such a crummy car. No radio, no songs.
Just your thoughts?
Yes, it's terrifying. I mean, who does that?
Who has a car without a radio?
Well, mine is so
what are you driving?
trash.
A Model T?
This goddamn chitty bang bang car. I have an AM FM radio in it, and it's like,
yeah,
it's old, and then for some reason it doesn't. Every channel is 50%. So you have to sort of listen under that, which drives you mad. Yeah. And so I might have to cough up another $2,000 to get another car old. But I don't have one nice car. I don't have one good car.
Well, I have a good car.
Yeah, I know you do. Fucking money bags. I've seen that thing.
I lease. I announced myself 2 blocks away with that.
I lease the fuck out of that shit.
I lease the fuck because every 36 months they have a new, better thing at this point. It's exponentially more mileage, or there's a little electric motor in there and all kinds of stuff.
I know you probably
like to buy and hold for 12 years, and that's your problem.
I buy, put it in the barn. Have you ever gone to the beach and just raw dogged it? My mom was like, go to the beach. And I go, Mom, the beach sounds fun, but when you're older, if you don't live on the beach, which no one does, where you just walk out, then you have to pee, you walk back in your house. You have to just to raw dog, like when I was 16.
Why don't you just walk into the ocean to pee?
Well, yeah, that's where you poo.
Just not near other swimmers.
Yeah. And then you go, here's some shark bait.
I'm too Norwegian, Irish, and Scottish to just hang out at a fucking beach. I mean, I'm just going to sit and sweat and burn.
I mean, these people park 2 miles away. They get their thing, ka-kunk. They're cooler. Go down some steps. If you don't have a freaking umbrella, you don't have all the accoutrements, just no shade, maybe a towel, and just boil. I can't. Those days are over for me.
I don't know if I said this before, but there's something sad, or it's a melancholy thing when you have a picnic or something at the beach. You set up the towels, the umbrella, you have your drinks. We're at the beach, going in and out of the water.
Yeah.
And then it's the time to gather up and leave. It's just a little sad somehow. I don't know. I just leave everything there. I don't want to gather anything up. I leave the cooler, I leave the umbrella, and I just walk away.
I'll just buy a new one. Yeah.
Homeless guy will get it and be just really happy. Yeah.
Hang on. We're going to start showing some headlines. We did headlines normally. We're going to try to get let's get someone from the Olympics on.
Oh, by the way, I did see Horizon, which I really
liked.
You
did? I was going to see it, but I was sick that day.
Yeah, it's 3 hours. Sick
Hollywood.
That day.
That was an old Hollywood Minute joke.
Oh.
First of all, I love Kevin Costner.
Yeah.
Can't get enough. So tell me about Horizon.
I was a little surprised. It's pretty dark. It's pretty
really
raw and real about settlers coming in, making little tents and log cabins, and then the Native Americans can't really hunt there. It's upsetting the food chain. They don't know how to talk to each other, so there's a bit amount of violence.
It's always pro Native Americans, right? Kevin Costner's usually pro.
This was kind of down the middle. He
Okay.
was quoted as saying he was tired of everyone treating Native Americans like so gently, delicately.
Because
But he
it was
said
probably violent back then.
it was violent, and they had legitimate worries and fears, but it was extraordinarily violent. So it's well crafted. It's 3 hours. There are, to me, being bullied, and I know you were the bullier.
I go nuts.
You used
I
to
can't
beat
be bullied.
kids.
I go fucking nuts.
You go fucking nuts. You take 10 to get
Now
in
I just
one.
beat the shit out of people, not right now.
But there is a scene where a badass cowboy, hey, look at you, buddy. What you scared?
pretty boy? Pretty boy?
To Costner, who for 10 minutes tries to get away from him. Yeah,
Yeah,
you're right. You're right. You're too
Yep.
tough for me. I'm walking away, basically.
I love it. Yeah.
Look at the little girl run. And I won't tell you what happens, but it wasn't good for the guy who said, look at the little girl run.
Did he say, hey, why don't you have a Weineken and some French fries?
He did literally say this. Well, looky what we got ourselves here. And I thought, that is the most repeated phrase in the history of looky what we got ourselves here.
Are you a little funny boy?
Yeah, we got a little girl cowboy. Is that what we got?
They don't say gay, but they sort of dance around it.
They dance around it.
You little funny boy?
Yeah. Yeah, look at you, you're a pretty little thing, aren't you, little girl boy? Yeah, those were.
You a girl boy, but mostly girl?
And winner for best screenplay, Kevin Costner.
We could have punched that up.
Yeah. So I like people getting their ass kicked. It's expansive. I would recommend it. And it's 3 hours, and I was not fidgeting or, I was
and that's the first half, correct or no?
It's 4 parts, supposedly. So the second chapter comes out in August. So you personally have like a month to see the movie. Biden has a month to see if he'll be president. Yeah. And I have to have a month to still be this good looking at my age.
A lot of timelines. Stares at camera.
It's not a comb over. It looks like
thumbnail.
My hair looks like a comb over, but it's not.
Well, let's see the headlines. What do we got? Let's show some of the
headlines.
We're going to really riff. Oh, this was from Tim Dillon. I thought was funny. He shows on the news, Los Angeles sees first drop in homeless population in years. He writes, it's so bad even they're leaving. Well, first of all,
good.
You're supposed to call them. This is my thing. I'm not against calling homeless unhoused, but it's the same sort of negative connotation if that's what that is. Saying homeless is mean, unhoused mean. You might as well just do it in Pig Latin, like homeless hay. So, because if who's hearing that and being offended? You know what I mean? I guess, I don't know.
Right. I thought homeless was actually kind of a nice thing to do.
Right.
They're
listen, we're all one bad movie away from being homeless, to be honest.
I always said, we got to help the homeless, but what are we to do with the clueless? That's the bigger problem.
Yeah. I mean, you can't also, not to bring up the border, but you can't double the people coming in and then they're all homeless, put them in the city and then say, scratch your head and go, I can't figure out homeless problems getting worse. You go, well, you can't bring in extra homeless to pile. We have enough that we have a problem with that we can't fix. It seems anyway.
Look, we have the climate in Southern California.
Yeah.
And if you're going to pitch a tent, if you're like, working at Arby's in Kansas City, you know what? I'm going to LA. I'm going to live in a tent in West Hollywood.
Sure.
Cool. That's where you go.
It's rough.
A lot of services.
New York is rough. Yeah, you can go to parks. I mean, there's places. The weather alone. You're right. I see why it's more prevalent in California. Not to sound mean about it. It just that's a tough thing that we have not cracked at all.
Well, here's a little sidecar.
Yeah, go ahead.
Los Angeles is hosting the Olympics in 48 months.
What is it, a baby? how long is that?
LA's going to, I don't want to say, it's cooler to say 48 months.
Yeah, it is.
Or like 1,400 days. Paris is doing it so what they'll do is the homeless will disappear during the month of the Olympics, and then they'll come back in.
Oh, somehow. They do that in every city, right?
Every city, yeah.
Anything that doesn't look appealing is gone.
But the meanest ironically, was the Oscar committee when they wanted to do it in front of the train station, the Oscars a few years ago, and there's a lot of homeless people. And they said, if you're not out of here by tomorrow, we're going to take all your stuff and destroy it, all your tents and all your gear. No, Hollywood don't play. If they have a party to put on.
Yeah, if they have a party, but if it's just
they had a
for
really
us,
important party.
If it's just for the regulars, they don't care. Okay, what's next? Oh, I thought this is a dumb story. Like Hallmark teams up with the NFL and Kansas City Chiefs to do a holiday Hallmark movie based on Travis and Taylor. Isn't that? Heather doesn't like it.
Already. Oh, if they don't have Heather,
yeah,
then they're going to get an audience.
Heather's a fan of them, I'm guessing, and a fan of Hallmark. Just don't want to merge them right away. It's a little too soon.
Well, the question I have, are they going to have people playing Travis and Taylor, or it's just going to be a football player named Steve and a pop star named Susie? They're not going to use their names.
No, I don't.
Right?
If they're with the Chiefs, maybe.
Well, I think it'll be named, but it'll be like, okay, of course. I love Hollywood. I love how quickly it moves. It's like moths to a fire. Like, this could be good. Yeah. It'll trend, you know.
Well, they take so long to come out that it's, I guess Christmas isn't that long, but I don't know.
You know what's kind of weird, though? It wasn't attached to that article I read right as we got on. This is a stunner. Tarantino is going to direct it.
Oh, my gosh. That doesn't seem like what I would picture.
Okay. I didn't even get a second before. That's a great straight man. Yeah, okay. Tarantino.
I like it. Yeah, I mean, I could see that, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, Travis, he picks up a guy and throws him into a meat
wood chipper. Yeah.
Wood chipper, yeah, whatever.
And Taylor applauds.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, local bully puts the trees in the wood chipper and then puts a guy in him. All right, next one. Wait, okay, video. Hold on. Oh, this is okay. I like this one. Don't play it yet. Okay. This is well, I'll let you play out how scared I am. Go ahead. And then I'll tell you what it is. You can play with sound, yeah. So it's 4 guys in the back of a van. They have crowbars. They're attacking on the street. Classic. It's probably in smashing all the windows. Heather, you're going to love this. Smashing the car, kidnapping the guy. But nope, it's a marriage proposal, Heather. And the woman is fucking freaking out. They smashed all her windows in the car. She's crying. And now he's like, nope, it's romance. And she's crying so hard from fear.
She thought she was going to die.
Yeah. They smashed all her windows with crowbars, pulled her over on the street, and he's waiting for her to come up for air to say, no, babe, it's all about this cutesy. Why isn't this a Hallmark movie?
Well, this is.
She does not know what to do with her emotions because she's so horrified.
You know the phrase red flag? Oh, no,
she's like, I got to go along with it. She's hugging him. He brought her flowers along with they could have killed her accidentally. They smashed every window with a crowbar. She's in the car.
I looked this guy up, and he is a practical joker. She's going to live with things like this at least once or twice a week. He'll smash. He'll pretend to be a robber. I mean, it's going to be an exciting life for her.
She's laughing, going, it's so embarrassing. On my proposal day, I have diarrhea all over my. Yeah, I mean,
there's a grenade inside the bouquet. Something's going to blow up.
Yeah, there's another trick to this.
Yeah, this is just the beginning.
This guy works for Bad Idea Jeans.
And look
look at his stupid friends, the other killers.
Well, that goes off. I just want to make a note to myself. Don't destroy your wife's car with flowers. Who are the bros leading them on? Bro, this is unbelievable.
Bro, out of 8 guys, this is a great idea unanimously. This
is fucking nuts, man.
Not one of them going, is this a little too much?
Hey, are we going to
what's this?
Scare her?
Your power to your computer
Oh, I just kicked it off. Okay, it doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, Dan. I mean, interrupt the momentum of our.
I don't even
bit.
know. I know that was.
All right, go to the next one. We're fucking killing
I'm going
it.
to think
Dan.
about that. I'm going to think
Okay.
about that one. Next one's going to
Okay.
be okay. Here we go.
Christian church goes viral for selling plots of land in heaven. This is a great moneymaker for churches. I don't know. $100 per square meter in heaven. They measure it out?
That's like the guy from Horizon would be someone who would, well, I'd like to get me 2 acres up there. I
And he
mean,
goes, well, 2 acres is a big chunk up in heaven.
Did anyone have a question? I mean, they just proclaim it and then you give them money and buy the place. I mean,
this guy, pastor, claims that in 2017, God authorized him to sell these plots. God gets a 3% cut, guaranteeing purchasers a spot near God's palace, regardless of the plot size. He has a brochure, the process. You get a middle-class house in the sky. You don't even get a good house. And a family of 4.
Right.
It fits 4. Payment, they add payment. Payment options include Visa, MasterCard, Apple Pay, Bourbon Bucks from Bourbon Street Circus Strip Club.
What would be a great movie is you do the movie about this, and it seems ridiculous, and he's a con man, this and that, but you follow through the supernatural thing, and it's true.
Yeah.
That would be the greatest twist in a movie. It's actually true.
Yeah.
And you're up there, and you're near the palace.
Well, I mean, if it's true, I sort of want to get in on it because I wouldn't mind having a nice beachfront property up there.
Would you be questioning it at all, though? Wouldn't you ask this guy a question?
No. What's there to ask? It sounds like a great deal. I don't push it.
It's either true or not. So
I'd have to run it by Warren Grant, our business manager.
Yeah. Well, I would just say, I'm going to get a job up there, and then I'll pay you then. Double.
Oh. Yeah. You could probably trick him right back.
Yeah.
Okay, next one. Oh, I kind of like this. This is kind of long, but I just saw this. Real crocodiles were used in this old James Bond movie stunt. We just play it. I thought it was interesting. So this is James Bond, Roger Moore. He runs across the crocodiles. Remember this scene from the movie?
Yeah. Yes.
So it said a stuntman really did it. I thought it was fake crocodiles. There's his first take. He doesn't make it. Isn't that cool?
Oh, wow. And
they're real.
Wow.
Second take. Oh my God. Oh my God. Never in a million years do I do this. The crocodile's like, we know what's going on now.
Oh, now he's
right in the mouth. Oh, he's landing on him. And the other.
No. And they're going for, I mean,
I know. And he's like, I can't get out of here now.
Why does the stuntman now look different?
Oh my God! But probably he's a different guy every time because they're maimed.
No, that guy's not the same one from take 2.
No, he almost got him in the nutsack.
No, their bodies were piling up. That is pretty dark. Roger Moore.
And the 5th one is the one they used. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hey!
Wow.
Yeah, they didn't need to look exactly like him because they show him from the back. And then they show legs down.
Oh, no. That was seamless. Yeah, there you go. And then by the time they go, it's Roger Moore.
Yeah, they had a guy from catering going, can you do one? I mean, they're just going to show your legs, put on some black pants, and go
Wouldn't they defang the crocs or something?
Fuck, no, not back then.
Not back then.
I worked with an alligator in Joe Dirt. I know you remember this. His name's Rocky.
And he was made of rubber.
He ain't Rocky.
And you wrestled with him, right?
What is it? Yeah, what do I say? Oh, he ain't no puppy. So I have a cigarette in my mouth, and I show them how to open his mouth and stick my hand in it, and he bites my neck, and he flips me around. It was actually hard to do. For the biggest pussy in America, it was hard to do that.
You get hurt a lot in films because you're doing things your body's not used to or ready for.
And you do them over and over.
And you go again and again. That's how I broke my ankle in the Sandler film. Just jumping up to catch a basketball over and over again.
Where
Finally,
were you?
Turn my ankle.
Click?
No.
Sandy
I was
Wexler?
playing. No. Before that.
What was the other one you were in? You just talked about this.
I was playing a coach in with this high pitched voice, Come on, you got a basketball
Was it
coach.
Jack and Jill?
I think it must have been Jack and Jill.
Okay.
Maybe I did 2 parts in that movie. I don't know. But Sandler came with me he was very sweet. And it's totally fine. It's
I want to bring up something while we're here. On the other podcast, Fly on the Wall, applause. We have John Corbett this week, and he got so many. He got so much pickup in different articles about saying a very honest opinion about acting, and I sort of backed him up. I thought he was, first of all, a great guest for the whole hour.
Right, great story he told about all the.
And then sum up what he said. So John Corbett, who was our last one last week, I think it's the Turners this week.
Yeah,
Bonnie and Terry Turner, the great writers. But Corbett, you can still listen to it. But what did he say? You sum it up.
Basically, he said 2 things. He was sort of joking when he said, if you go into show business, you're probably not going to make it. It's such a weird, fluky thing.
And people do know that. Yeah, that's not shocking, but people are like, what?
Yeah, and these conversations could be way more vast because, like, there's people going on OnlyFans, flirting with and making $500,000 a month, and you can be an influencer and do YouTube channels. So it is different than when we came up. Sure. And then he just said at the end, he said he just wanted to be honest, authentic, because that's podcasting. That it wasn't really fulfilling his career choice because. Unless we get to write our jokes and do stuff and maybe direct ourselves with friends, but he just felt that it was, he just wanted to be honest. He wasn't ungrateful. He's made a lot of money. He did it all voluntarily, but it wasn't something that he just loved. Unfulfilling, he said. So I think a lot of people supported that, understood it. When you're in show business, you're first of all, in the macro, you're just grateful you're in show business making money. But sometimes you get jobs that you just don't really like, but it doesn't mean you're ungrateful and don't understand that you have this magic journey.
He was sort of giving the real version of what it's like to sit on a set all day. You work, you shoot probably 8 minutes of a 12-hour day, so that's real. And I also liked that, he's a guy that has a lot of other interests. And so some people are only lasered on showbiz. So good or bad, that's it. But if you, like Harrison Ford, wants to get off the set so he can build a house and things like that. So some people have other things going on, and he's one of them. He has a lot of talent. So I like that. But I don't know if he caught shit. I can't say that. I can just say
not really.
No. A lot of people thought it was just interesting.
Yeah, just an interesting, very honest thing to say.
Okay, next story. Yeah, I like him, John Corbett.
He's an incredibly nice guy. He's really smart.
Oh, yeah. New law in Illinois requires family influencers to pay 15% of their earnings to the children that are in their Instagram account.
Whoa.
Oh,
the hunter becomes the hunted.
Oh, the pupil becomes the
farewell exploitation of your child. So long, 15% of your gross earnings. Yeah, I mean, is that real?
Yeah.
Like they've made the law?
I think. I mean, that's
a little weird how to enforce that. Does the kid have to sue?
I think it's like akin to child actors. The parents have to put 10% into an account. For the child.
So they're kind of doing that. Yeah.
I mean, these 3-year-old, I see these kids on there and they're breaking eggs in their forehead. The mom's like, hey, help me with this omelet, smash. And the kid's like, ah. And the mom looks at the camera, ha ha, this is a trend. And you go, really? And the kid's part of this shit?
It is a bit sweaty. I guess it's been going on a long time. They used to tell little kid actors in the 1930s, your dog died, now cry. It just, and then there were laws around working kids 24/7, but you see it a lot. I think it's a good thing that if they're not doing it voluntarily, put some money away for the kid. If if that boy or girl is completely,
I mean, if they do this with dogs, we're in trouble because everyone's effing dog is in their thing.
Well, one of the first things, which I do believe he ended up rich, which is one of the first issues around social media and YouTube that blew my mind, was that a kid who was like 5 named Kevin would open up toys and review them, basically say he liked them or not. And parents filmed it. And I think he was making $25 million a year, or the parents were.
I think there's some kid like that named Oscar. I just make up.
There's a new one now. He gets to 12 and
he opens
throw
up and he goes, "This toy, it's not smooth on the carpet." And everyone's like, "Oh." So a real kid giving real reviews, not a company. And he was making so much. I think he was a top 10 YouTuber every year, like
$1 million a month, except like there's a cuteness aspect, but you can't do it at 15, but at 5, me like toy.
Right.
Truck go fast. Right. Can I get $1 million?
That's true. When I'm on Instagram, it's just so cute that it's like not fair.
Do you try to be cute? Do you have like a cute attitude? Or
no, I'm so cute, but I don't know it, and that makes me cuter.
You know what? If this podcast doesn't work out, let's review kids' toys.
Oh yeah. Oh Gaga, look at this chapstick. I can't bite it. Okay, next one. This one, I really don't know much to say about it. I was kind of shocked this was actually Mark Zuckerberg surfing in a tux while sipping beer on the 4th of July and holding a flag. It's funny they hold a flag, because flag takes a bad rap these days.
Well,
that's good surfing. I mean.
Well, that is, but he's on a wakeboard, right? And being towed by a motorboat on a lake. He's not surfing in the ocean. Which is not easy, but once you get up and go,
that's a wake. That's different. That's very controlled. Yeah,
it's controlled, but it still was cool. A cool shot, you easily fall off those things. So I give him,
he's got to hold the goddamn flag, which is kind of heavy and awkward, and then hold.
I don't know. You got Bezos on the ship, and you got him doing that, and when I grew up, we had there were secret billionaires, and they were 100 years old, and they come out. J. Paul Getty, he'd be like 120. I got a lot of money. Now it's like they're drinking beer. They're on yachts.
You just hear about these billionaires. They wouldn't be doing TikToks and out there jumping around.
They're throwing it in our face. It used to be kind of hidden in secret, but now it's like, look at me.
Look at my money. I'm going to put it in a pile.
Can you believe me?
Look at how much it is.
Look what I can do with my money.
They always go, Jeff Bezos bought a house in Malibu for $90 million. He makes that in 4 minutes.
By the time you've looked at this picture, I've made $20 million.
I've had 22 houses.
This is the problem.
Yeah.
For the human brain to understand 100 million, we can't comprehend it. And then someone will give away 20 billion and keep 80 billion. And people are like, oh my God, they're so generous.
God, can someone kick it? You got to get someone kicking it to Hawaii. Those guys just went through the ringer, and they're not getting a piece of the pie that we seem to be chucking everywhere. Let some of this money land in Hawaii after those fires.
I know. It does make it's his ex-wife, Mackenzie, she gave away. She got $68 billion in the divorce settlement.
Oh, she goes around with a money gun like this.
The marriage was rough, but it worked out to $1 million a minute for the time she was married to Jeff Bezos.
It's not a bad gig.
It's easy to be envious or just feel weird. The social media and these billionaires and all these other people make you feel like there's a life that you're not invited to that's kind of amazing.
Ugh. You can only wear one solid gold shirt at a time. That's what I always say.
Yeah. I have solid diamond shoes on. They're really heavy, and I have plantar fasciitis. Go ahead.
Yeah, but it's worth it. Okay, one last one. Or you have anything we didn't get to, Dana?
Give me a topic.
We got
Let's
more.
Improvise. Heather, give us a topic.
Oh no.
Well, the Muppets should reenact that. Kermit and Mr.
Oh, the Muppets should reenact that. Oh, let's see this one. Okay. This girl. Oh yeah, this is funny. She's bragging about something that went viral. I think it's funny with volume.
Okay.
She goes.
People be like, why is she famous? All she does is imitate seagulls. Can you? Can you?
funny she brags about it. Can you? That music is so funny. It makes anything funny. There's a guy that does it. I'll show you next week. That does that music, and he uses it so effectively. I'll show it. But I like. Can you? Can you?
Yeah.
I can't do seagulls. I can do a pterodactyl. Ah! Ah!
That's pretty good. Caw-caw! Caw-caw!
Ah! Ah! Ow.
I can do Cary Grant. Oh, I used to do this.
Cary Grant.
Technology went away with being able to do the old-fashioned rotary phone.
Oh, that's really good. No one knows what you're doing, but it's very good.
That shows you technology. I'm
I
showing
know.
my.
We're doing good shit. If people
Damn
just
it!
know.
I do
Okay.
Cary Grant, and not, when you're born is a big deal. So Cary Grant was born. He was Pete Hansen when movies came in and they had cameras and screens. If he was born in 1820 in Prussia, he would have been frustrated. I can't believe it. It's 1820 and I'm in Prussia, and all I could do is rake this stupid cone. If only there was a way to blow my head up. I'm incredibly handsome with an incredible voice, and people can watch me all over the world.
What the fuck is Prussia?
We could call it Russia in 1820. Get back to work. Yes, it's German. It's in that general Prussia area.
I ruined your whole bit.
Get back to work, Comrade Grant. I don't want to get to work. I want someone to picture. He's like Dr. Loveless in Wild Wild West, that he thinks of a possibility of movies, but he doesn't know how to express it.
Dude, I ran into Borat Sasha the other day, and it takes everything in your body not to go, I mean, how many times does people see the real Sasha on the street and you have to do a Borat impression? It's too funny.
Yeah, what was his voice? I like to go poopy and beg. Is this where I put poopy?
In my country, wife like you, prostitute, go for good money. You not so much.
Yes. And I see you must do the prostitution here, and you pay you money for sexual activity, like in my home country,
Kazakhstan, yeah.
Kazakhstan.
Yeah. He buys a car and he goes, "Where's the pussy magnet?" And they go, "Well, it doesn't really have a pussy magnet. They said this car is a pussy magnet."
I want Sasha to do. That's funny. I want Sasha to do Borat 2. Did he do 2 or 3?
He did 2. He'll do 3. Yeah.
Do 3. He's just got to find a place where people have not.
They don't know it. Yeah. If they know.
If you're a hidden camera comedian and you get too famous, you got to really go to Alaska and try to.
I think they're doing Punk'd again. I just heard that. You hear that, Heather? And that's tough because they don't want that out there. Of course, I just blabbed.
He should take the character to Alaska and go to Eskimos. So do you make the igloo with the ice?
Thanks for coming, Dana.
My pleasure.
All right. Check it out.
We'll check you out later. Good night, Cleveland.
This has been a presentation of Odyssey. Superfly is executive produced by Dana Carvey and David Spade, Jenna Weiss-Berman of Odyssey, Heather Santoro, and Greg Holtzman. Hope you liked it. Ooh.